All right, folks, God bless you and good morning. Perfect love casts out all fear. Don't forget, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Now it all makes sense because the Father is El, the Almighty God, and Jesus is with us is El, Immanuel. So no one comes to El except through Immanuel. That's the only way back to the Father is through the Son. Perfection. Watch this. It's time to take them down, guys. Let's take them down. Y'all know the story of David and Goliath? Y'all know the story? Little young shepherd boy that tended sheep went and took out Goliath of Gath, a Philistine, which is the opposing team to God's people, a Philistine battle champion. Anyone see the movie Troy, where Achilles goes and fights this big giant dude, and he's all, and Achilles runs up, stabs him once, the guy's dead. Kind of like that kind of a scene, but picture a little shepherd boy with a slingshot and some stones, and he takes down the biggest guy on their army. Okay, now I'm going to show you today's Google Doodle. Thank you for the person that left it. I'm going to show you another Google Doodle of Octavia Butler. I'm going to show you a FIFA commercial. Y'all remember the FIFA World Cup logo? What is it? It's a scorpion stinger. Imagine every guy on every team running around with a scorpion stinger on his jersey. Because we're being raised, the human host body system is run from the angel of the bottomless pit that set the trap, the bait, host body system, male, female. We are led away captive into this system, into a host body system when we're being raised, farmed. Oh, now you know what the story of the evil farmers is all about. Just watch. Ready? Ready? This is going to be fun. Nothing like destroying the world. The light, by the way, destroys the darkness. The darkness can't hide from the light. Ready? Let's shed light on everything. Here's the Google Doodle today. Lucy Will's 131st birthday. Well, let's take a look at it first. Huh. She's holding up a jar. Well, let's see who Lucy Wills is. Let's examine this real quick. She's holding a jar, looking at something. She's got her hand on her face like she's contemplating what she's looking at. She's got a piece of toast, and what's on her toast is the exact same color as what's in the jar. She's got a cup of coffee, I guess. She's got a picture right here. Is that a bird with a beak, or is that a pregnant woman wearing a dress, or is it both? Well, let's see what the Google Doodle is. First, it's her 131st birthday. Well, let's click on it and see what this is all about. Okay, so Lucy Wills was a leading English hematologist. She conducted important work in India in the late 20s and early 30s on microcytic anemia. Do y'all know what anemia is? I do because I had it when I was a child. I had to eat a lot of liver when we lived in Italy. That's when I discovered Heinz 57 sauce as a child because I was forced to eat liver. Let me show you. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's copy the word anemia so y'all can see anemia definition. Anemia is the condition marked by deficiency of red blood cells. So that's loss of red blood cells or hemoglobin in the blood, resulting in pallor and weariness. So it's a deficiency, a lack of red blood cells. That's what anemia is. let's go back to Lucy the Google Doodle. Now, I'm just going to go back to the first image. There we go. So she's obviously looking at a jar of blood because she's a hematologist. And it's kind of odd because she's got the same thing on a piece of bread. That's weird. Whatever in the jar is the same color as the bread. I mean, if you're coloring this thing, you used other colors. If that's supposed to represent jam, then I'm sure you could have come up with a better color, but let's just keep going. So here it is. Here is Lucy. Lucy Wells, an English hematologist whose discovery changed the face of preventative prenatal care. Now, remember, I told you in Genesis 1, verse 2, the spirit of Elohim, God's angels, magistrates, moved over the semen, moved over the face. The word face means as the part that turns. So imagine a face facing one way and one facing the other, and one turning, the two becoming one. Now watch, just watch. I'm just giving you some conceptual things. So she was a hematologist. That's someone who does study of blood, who discovered whose discovery changed the face of preventative prenatal care. Hematology is the branch of medicine concerned with the study and the cause and prognosis, treatment, and prevention of diseases related to blood. Okay, well, if you look at the Google Doodle, it says it's her 131st birthday. I wonder what 131 means in the Strong's Concordance. So I looked it up in the Bible. The number 131 in the Bible means I suffer from a continual flow oozing of blood. What? Yeah. So it just so happens by some super bizarre coincidence that it would have been her 131st birthday. She's a hematologist that studies blood and the loss of blood because that's what her research was in India, but it gets better. Yeah. So to lose blood because this whole system that we're in is about two different bloods that got mixed together and one is cannibalizing the other within the host body system, and that spiritual warfare is going on within us. Now watch, you ever hear of blue bloods? Did you know scorpions have blue blood? Yep, they do. Okay, so here she is holding a jar. It's got to be blood because she's a hematologist. I don't think she's holding up her jam that's going on her toast, do you? But the same thing that's in the jar is on the toast. It's her 131st birthday. See when I hover my mouse? Lucy Will's 131st birthday. 131 in the Strong's Concordant means to lose blood, suffer from a continual flow oozing of blood. Okay, she changed the face of preventative prenatal care. She was a hematologist that deals with the study of blood. Her name is Lucy. Lucy is Lucy and Lucifer, both derived from Latin word lux, which means light. Lucy, and her, I showed you, it says in India. So if we go back and we do this, we click on this, it tells us where did she do her work? She was a leading hematologist, someone that studies blood. She conducted important work in India. Let's go to India. Okay. In India, Wills began her seminal research. Oh, do y'all know what seminal means? Seminal is semen is known as seminal fluid. It is an organic fluid that may contain spermatozoa secreted by the gonads, sexual glands in males, or hermaphroditic, where there's male and female in the same organism. Isn't that just insane? I mean, what do you do with this? I told you the Lord gave me their playbook. So now this guy that's talking to you is batting 1,000. All I have to do is look up what word in the Bible is number 131, look it up, and it's the flow of blood. And it just so happens out of some bizarre set of circumstances, because here's the deal. Okay, the world, which is run by the angel of the bottomless pit, this is his little host body party, his little sperm party. That's what the world is. It's a sperm party. It's a semen party in which he transfers energy through a transmutation device called a human host body. That's what the human host body is. Energy is captured, it's transmuted, and it's redistributed to the pit for a race of locust, insect like creatures that are going to come out because they're farming humans and they've been breeding with them since the beginning of time. Just wait. Just wait. It's going to get good. It's going to get real good. Okay, so there we go. So again, Lucy, which is same as Lucifer, was a hematologist, studied blood, and in the bio it says right there in the Google Doodle, I mean, I'm not making this up, that today Lucy Will's birthday, 131st birthday. Well, she's been dead for quite a while. I guess we're celebrating her 131st birthday for some reason because she likes to eat toast with blood on it. And so that's called cannibalization, by the way. Oh, like Cain and Abel. Cannibal, because that's what's inside you is a cannibalistic system. She's a hematologist, studies blood, and her name is Lucy. Lucy is the same thing as Lux, which means light, which is where Lucifer comes from. And she did her seminal research in India, which is her main thing that she did. And seminal deals with seminal fluid, which is semen, which is a fluid that is ejaculated by a male penis, which just happens to be the largest altar in the world, a bunch of angels melting into seminal fluid. Okay, that's kind of impossible, right? Well, let's close out all those. Let's close out all those windows. And let's go over here and we'll start closing out Lucy and her seminal fluid party. And we'll go on to the next one. We'll go to, here's another Google Doodle. Y'all remember Octavia Butler? See, she was the Google Doodle. Look what she's got. She's got a person in the middle, but she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue that are facing one way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue facing the other way. 5 and 5. Let's do Roman numeral 5s. Oh, because there's a W. One facing one way, one facing the other way. You know, like the god Janus, like I showed you. Remember Janus? It's a Roman god facing one way. You know what? Let's just do it real quick. Super quick, and I'll go right back to it. So I don't have to look up the picture real quick. Google images. Okay, Jan, Janus, right there, Janus. Okay, now for those of y'all that have eyes to see, there's Janus. Janus, one face looks one way, one face looks the other way, but what you're really looking at is a penis penetrating a vagina. That's what you're really looking at. And it makes an X chromosome for the duality. So, that picture right there, I'm sorry, that's a male member going inside a vagina. Let's go back. So we have Octavia Butler. So it seems like we have the same thing. It's always a semen party, right? So here's Octavia Butler. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue ones. And in the middle is the formation of 5 one way, 5 the other way. Here we go. Now, let's keep going. Now, on hers, on Octavia Butler's Google Doodle, let's see what it said. Google honored the legacy of science fiction author Octavia Butler with a Google Doodle June 22nd, 2018, which would have marked the writer's 71st birthday. I wonder what 71 means. 71 means I lead away, I carry away, to guide, to arrest, to bring, to lead away, taking, took away, to be led away. They will arrest you when they arrest you and hand you over, and they shall lead you away captive. Okay, so that's Octavia Butler. Let me show you who Octavia Butler is. So when you look Octavia Butler up, here's a picture of Octavia Butler. She's got a slave collar on, there's vampire fangs, and there's these worm-like, those are worms. I recognize them from biology. Those are worms. And she's got a noose right there. Well, let me show you who Octavia Butler is, and she what she did, what her Google, because the world loves their own and they honor their own. So I'm clicking on this, and hopefully this will respond a little more quickly, and I can still probably make it out. Octavia Butler won 2 Nebula awards and 2 Hugo Awards in her career. Okay, there. Butler won 2 Nebula and 2 Hugo Awards in her career, two of the most prestigious prizes in science fiction. Two of those awards were for a short story named Blood Child. Oh, wait a minute. Weren't we just dealing with a girl that's all about blood? A hematologist, 131 flow of blood? Wow. So let's see. Blood Child, in which human refugees are imprisoned on an alien planet by insect like creatures that protect them while using them as hosts to breed their young. Let's see. That's pretty interesting. Well, let's look at the largest altar in the world again, and let's look at a picture from Octavia Butler's
This Goliath isn't just bigger.
Blood Child. So where human refugees are imprisoned on an alien planet by insect-like creatures that protect them while using them as hosts to breed their young. Okay, well, let's see. What's this? This is from her book, and here's an insect-like creature that's breeding with him because they're using a human as a host to breed their young. So this insect is collecting semen from this guy's penis to breed their young. Well, I told you, Revelation 12, that old dragon, the dragon was cast out, that old serpent, the devil and Satan. That's all the same. Dragon, serpent, devil, and Satan are all the same. And Revelation 9 says they had a king over them, the angel of the bottomless pit, Apollyon. The name for Apollyon is Satan. So Satan is the serpent. Satan is the king of the insects from the pit. Satan is the dragon. Satan is the serpent. He's all those things by definition. Okay, so now watch this. So here we have Octavia Butler that has Blood Child. She's got a vampiric set of fangs here. Here's the vampire that's sucking the semen out of this guy to use his life to breed their young. Here's a big church called the Vatican, which means divining serpent, wearing a crown. So the serpent is the same as an insect. The serpent, which is Satan, well, Satan is the king he's the angel of the bottomless pit. And it says they had a king over them. Who had a king over them? The scorpions that are going to come out of the pit. The final exit of their race. They've been preparing since the beginning of the world. They've been getting their race ready. So there's that big serpent right there. And then once again, when we look at that big serpent right there, the whole thing's a dead sheep, which represents the humans that are the refugees, basically. The human host body system is being used to breed their young. Okay, hang on. Okay, sorry, I had a little bit of a glitch. Okay, so now remember, everything's taking place with right now. What I'm talking about is this big church called the Vatican Divining Serpent, and inside that big divining serpent is an altar of a dead sheep that's a bunch of semen flowing down the side of a penis. And when we go a little further down, and uh, and we take a look at that altar right there, the mouth the mouth of that serpent right there where that tongue's coming out, the mouth of that serpent is this window right here, and that window right there in the Vatican is a dead sheep. It's a dead sheep. So the window right there where that tongue is this window. It's a dead sheep, but what is it also? It's a penis ejaculating a seed like into there. So when you turn that upside down again at the cost of being redundant, it becomes the female reproductive system. So the penis is going into the mouth of the serpent. So I'm going to take that image of the penis and I'm going to put it right here. So that's the penis going in the mouth of the serpent. And then I'll just do this to give you a visual representation of it. And there is an actual serpent. Here is an actual serpent with its mouth open. And I'm going to put them all next to each other and show you what the plan was from the beginning of the world. Okay, so the female rival wanted that male energy to destroy it and create this race of locusts that are coming out of the pit. And this proves it. This is empirical data. This is not arguable. Okay, because you're looking at every single picture that's perfection. So let's look at this image. I'm going to take this altar and I'm going to put it right there. It's a female reproductive system. We've established that. There it is. Female reproductive system. And we're going to take the mouth of a serpent and put it right in between the altar and the female reproductive system. And if it's, there we go. Now, there you go. Y'all see what's going on? The mouth of the serpent, because don't forget, the Vatican, the whole building, this window right here is the mouth of the serpent. It's also inside, it's the opening to the vagina. So here's the mouth of a serpent. Here is the opening to the window, which is the opening to the vagina. And here's the female reproductive system. So this was their plan from the beginning of the world. That's what this was all about. This is how we lead them astray and we turn them into food for a race of insects that is going to come out of the pit, because that's exactly, guys, that's exactly what the Bible says. And the pit opened, and out of the pit there arose smoke, and out of their smoke there came locusts upon the earth, and they had tails like unto scorpions. It was given them power to hurt men. They shall sting men, and men shall seek death and will not find it. They'll desire to die, and death will flee from them. Okay, and now let me just show you the final image that just seals the deal. So now we know the Vatican is a big snake. The mouth of the snake, here's the mouth of a snake right here. What is it? Well, it looks just like a vagina, by the way. So, just in case there's anyone that wanted to try and argue the point, that's a serpent wearing a crown. There it is. Okay, now let's go down and look at the cumulative sum of the altar. Okay, so now when we stand back from the altar, I'm going to grab this anatomical drawing of a penis and move it down to where I need it. Let's see. So now when we step a little bit back from the altar, okay, we'll take this penis right here, which is the chair of St. Peter, shooting the crown, that's crowning Satan's kingdom. We'll walk that down right to here because that's the same altar, and I'll put it right where the chair is. So there's the penis, and the penis is shooting a seed into the mouth of a big bug. There you go. And so I took an image of what's called a honeypot ant right here, and this ant is harvesting a liquid off the back of an aphid because this ant is farming aphids, and you see the drop of liquid in the mouth of the ant. I've taken a large image of the face of an insect and I will superimpose it right over the altar. It's identical. And what's going into the mouth of this insect is a penis. Because this image you're looking at, where this is harvesting, I'm taking the penis, putting it in the mouth of the bug to represent the largest altar in the world is a bug harvesting semen. There you go. And so now we have, empirical evidence. Octavia Butler, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me show you this. 5, Roman numeral 5. And then on the other side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Roman numeral 5, V and V. Now, here's the thing about the system. One part of it is vampiric. It's a vampiric system. That's why Cain and Abel, they were twins in the womb. Cain and Abel, cannibal. That's why Cain killed Abel, because one kills the other. One race kills the other race inside the host body system. The mystery of all mysteries is solved, folks. It is solved. Now watch. Watch this. This is amazing. So that's why the largest altar of the world is angels melting into semen, because that's the way they accomplish their goal. Okay, so now let me ask you a question. Could you give a rip what her birthday is going to be, her 71st birthday? No. The reason they showed you that is because it means led away, taking, took away, to arrest. Okay, well, here a bunch of angels are being led away captive into a host body system. There you go. Now, her Octavia Butler, when they did her Google Doodle, they said, which would have marked, would have marked the writer's 71st birthday. So they're just propagating. Satan's just showing his agenda in plain sight. 5 one way, 5 the other way, making the whole. And that's one of his children, and he's honoring one of his babies, Octavia Butler, who wrote a book about an insect race imprisoning humans, using them as host bodies to breed their young. There you go. That's what's going on here. That's exactly what's going on. Now, does anyone know the story of David and Goliath? Y'all know the story, right? Didn't David pick up 5 stones? Took out Goliath and cut his head off, right? Didn't I tell you that female energy was cannibalizing the male energy through the host body system? And that the rival of God is the female rival, as stated in Daniel 12. Daniel 12 says the time of trouble, here we go. Daniel 12. Ready? Daniel 12. The great tribulation is called the time of trouble. And at that time, see, it says the time of the end. And at that time shall Michael, what does Michael mean? It means who is like El, Mikael. At that time shall who is like El, Michael, stand up, the great prince, see, the prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. There shall be a time of trouble. Look at the word trouble. Female rival, affliction, tribulation. So the great tribulation is the time of the female rival, because the female rival's taken over the system, because the earth is a system of energy. Now watch this. So here is a new commercial that's the FIFA World Cup. Now, I'll go back and I'll find you an image of the FIFA logo in just a minute. I'll try and remember, but y'all remember the FIFA logo. What is it? It's a scorpion stinger. So all the guys wearing FIFA jerseys didn't even know they're walking around with a big scorpion stinger on their jerseys. Yeah, I mean, where are the scorpions coming from? The pit. So who's running all the guys wearing the FIFA jerseys? The angel of the bottomless pit. Okay, now watch. Ready? Let's watch a commercial. Ma'am. Okay. Now don't forget, Octavia Butler's thing was to lead away captive, right? And they're going to destroy our fruit and they're going to consume it. Ready? Here we go.
Think David can defeat Goliath. Think again. This Goliath isn't just bigger or faster. She wants it more. So let the Davids take aim. Because once they come face to face with this Goliath, they'll quickly realize they never had a chance.
Do you think David can defeat Goliath? Think again. Not just being bigger and faster. She wants it more. That's what they just said. Let's do it again. Listen carefully.
Think David can defeat Goliath. Think again. This Goliath isn't just bigger or faster. She wants it more. So let the Davids take aim. Because once they come face to face with this Goliath, they'll quickly realize they never had a chance.
Because when the Davids come face to face with this Goliath, they'll realize they never had a chance. Think again. Wow, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure David took out Goliath. But they're saying, no, no. All you Davids think again. Let me show you why. Let's keep watching for a sec. Okay, what's the one that scores the goal? Let's keep an eye on that. Number 13. By the way, that swooshy is Nike, the goddess of victory. So 13 scores the goal. All eyes on us. Now, let's just break this thing down now. So, we know Octavia Butler means I lead away, carry away captive. We know that. So, let's start doing some due diligence. So, now we're going to do, let's see, what did she say? Think David can defeat Goliath. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 4. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath of Gath. Okay. Well, let's go look up Goliath. Ready? So that's 1 Samuel 7, I think. 1 Samuel 17. 1 Samuel 17, verse 4. 1 Samuel 17, verse 4. There you go. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath. Let's look at Goliath. Exile. Oh, wow. And then let's see what the root of that is. Oh, wow. Look what it means. To denude, especially in a disgraceful sense, by implication to exile, captives usually being stripped. Oh no, you don't mean like when we were carried away from Jerusalem captive into captivity, like into Babylon, the land of a mixed race. Couldn't be that again, could it? There's no way, right? Let's do it. Jeremiah 29. Look, they're busted. These monsters are busted. Now these are the words of the letter of Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem to the residue of the elders which were carried away captives. Let's look at that word. It means to exile, carry away. Oh, like Octavia Butler, see? It's the same word. To carry away, lead away. Let's look at the root of the word right here. Oh, it's the same exact word, to denude, especially in a disgraceful sense. So here is a soccer advertisement, just it's posing as a soccer advertisement. It's the angel of the bottomless pit telling you he's coming to kill you again. How many time have I done this? How many times have I done this? How many times have I done the same exact thing using different forms of media? Well, Scion, they come from underground, unleashing demon brothers. The sheeple are compliant and make for fine ingredients for customizing anything. Here come the little deviants. You know the Scion commercial? What about the Maserati commercial? We slowly walk out of the shadows, walk out of the darkness, and strike. What about Coco Chanel? The way she looked, the color of her hair. Her eyes were clear and bright. Whatever the other lyrics are. But she's not there. Boom, knockout punch. Trapped. Carried away captive into the host body system. See, everything I show you is identical. That's how you know you got the absolute truth there. Yep. There you go. So anyway, back again. So in this commercial, and I'm not making this up, when she says Goliath, let's hear it again. So again, I'm going to do it again. I want to see this. That's First Samuel 17. Look up Goliath. You think David can defeat Goliath and exile to denude in a disgraceful way, captives being stripped to reveal? There you go. Okay, now let's start looking at all their numbers when they get up close enough to see them. I wonder what their numbers are. Think again. This Goliath isn't just bigger or better or faster. She wants it more. Whoa, see, she, mother goddess. That's why when you turn the virgin upside down, it's a dead sheep. Now you know everything I've been telling you all these years is perfection, don't you? Jonathan Kleck is being led by the Spirit of God, the Lord God, not God, the Lord God. So let the Davids take aim. So we have the number 19, we have 8, 11, 10, 13, 15, and 17. This one right here, let's wait on it. Number 4, 19, 4, 8, 11, 10, 13, 15, and 17. You know what? I've been to a lot of games. My children played soccer, and you know what? It's very unusual to see all these numbers that are all in these low numbers. I wonder what they could mean. Gee, I wonder what the numbers mean. I wonder if they are cryptically hidden in the Bible. Well, let's look them up. See what they are. Let's do it all together. Okay, so we'll start with Strong's 19. Okay, so let's go to Strong. We already know that Octavia Butler meant to lead away captive. So Strong's 19, enter. It means to slaughter. Oh, because they probably want to slaughter us, don't they? To slaughter. There it is. So I'll just, we're going to click on each one. Every number in this thing we're going to click on. Oh, to slaughter. See, slaughter. There it is. So the first girl, number 19, means to slaughter. Let's go back. I wonder what the number 4 means. I know what it means. Slaughter, fruit. Oh, they're going to slaughter the fruit. Where the fruit? Huh. You know, you ever hear of fruit of the womb? So slaughter, fruit. Let's see what the number 8 means. Number 8. Strong's 8. Destruction. Let's look at the word. Oh, slaughter, fruit. Destruction. There it is. It means destruction. What's the next number? Slaughter, fruit. Destruction. I wonder what the number 11 could possibly mean. Oh, Abaddon, angel of the bottomless pit. See, place of destruction. So we're in their place of destruction. Abaddon It also means father of a multitude. Wow, that's convenient. Slaughter fruit, destruction, Abaddon. Wonder what the number 10 could mean. I know what it means. Not destruction again. Wow, there's a lot of destruction going on in this. Oh, what was the story of David and Goliath about? About one race fighting another, God's race fighting the Philistines. And they're saying, no, we're coming for all the Davids now. That's what they're saying. Because when you come face to face with this Goliath, you'll realize you didn't have a chance because they're locusts coming out of the pit. Okay, now we're at number 10. Wonder what number 13 could be. 13. A Christian prophet and destruction. Oh, gee, what was David? Oh, he was a Christian prophet. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, let's look at the next one. What's the next number? 15. Wonder what 15 could possibly mean. 15. I know what it means. They use it all the time. Desire. See, desire. What got David in trouble? What got David in trouble with the Lord God? His desire for Bathsheba. Sex. What happened in the garden? Desire. Sex. What happened with, that commercial, the progressive commercial with Flo? Protection since 1937. Remember what 19 means? Slaughter. What was 37? Desire. Because angels that desire to have sex, you ended up in their world and you're getting slaughtered, just like this commercial is showing you. It's not a soccer ad. It's whatever. Okay, number 15 was when you come face to face with this Goliath. What Goliath? This all female Goliath. They never had a chance. Look at them just stomping over you. Okay, so what was the last number in there? Let's go back to that last number. 17. By the way, 17 means complete victory over your enemies, by the way. That's another meaning of 17. I'm going to see what they have here. Ready? This is unbelievable. The 17 means complete victory over your enemies. You know what 17 also means in the Bible? Like, oh no, like that's what it's like, an exclamation of, oh shit, like this is bad. What? I'm sorry, people like, oh, don't say shit. And it's like, whatever, Paul said it. It's like, what? It's a very descriptive word. Look, what does 17 mean? It means, oh, sorrow. Oh, look, exclamation of pain. Oh, oh, yeah. That's probably nothing to worry about. I told you we have an event coming up, and that event will be in Grand Junction, and it will be very interesting to see what the Lord does, don't you think? Since He's having me jump a parachute that says V for Vengeance, and Michael, my friend Michael, which means who is like God, he will be doing a tandem at the same time. That's interesting because that's the system. What came down from heaven, Elohim came down, made male and female. That's like a tandem. And then the Lord God in Genesis 2 formed man from the dust. That's a singularity. And then He pulled Eve from his side. Wow. Sounds kind of spiritually significant, doesn't it? So you saw it. There it is. Okay, let's. Now, the number 13. What was the number 13 again? Because she's the one that scores the goal at the end and raises her hands in victory. So I want to see number 13 again. Number 13. Oh, destruction. It means destruction, and Agabus, a Christian prophet. They're saying because destruction of David, David was a Christian prophet. Wow. Take that, Satan. Gotcha. Got your playbook, buddy. You're going down, Bo. Yep. The Lord's going to take you down himself. Anyway, now, y'all remember that. We ready? Remember these little kids, 4, 6, and 3? 4, 6, and 3 means God is kinsman. That's what 4, 6, 3. Now, watch this. We're going to do this again real quick because I'm going to show you how impossible all this is. 4, 6, 3. 4, 6, 3, enter. 4, 6, 3. It means God is kinsman. Okay, well, let's look at the picture of the little kids. They have angel wings because this is the new set of angels. These are like representing the new generation of the angels that have taken over. 4, 6, 3. Now let's just look them up one at a time. Y'all know what 4 is, don't you? 4, it's Abaddon. See, or no, 4 is fruit. I'm sorry, 4 is fruit. Let's look at number 6. 4 is 6, to perish. Abel, the son of Adam. So, I mean, look at this. Fruit, to perish, son of Adam, and 3. Y'all know what 3 is, don't you? 3 is the angel of the bottomless pit. Abaddon, the angel of the bottomless pit. You see how every time it's perfect? So, and then watch this. We're ready. 75, 15, and 62. So let's do 75 because I know the way they do things now. I can read their language. The Lord made me kind of an expert in their language now. 75, to contend for a prize. So this guy is number 75. What's he doing? He's walking into a stadium to contend for a prize. I am striving as in an athletic contest or warfare. I contend as with an adversary. 75, I contend with an adversary. 15, 62. Ready? Let's do 1562 because I see how they're doing their stuff now. 1562. Enter. To take off. How did they contend with their adversary? The same way they always do. To take off, to put off. I put off, to strip off a garment or both. Stripped, unclothed. Same thing, same exact definition. Same exact definition as Goliath. Exile, to strip naked. What you just saw right now in this video is the most impossible thing that anyone could ever show you. You saw absolute perfection in delivery of supernatural data. And it's not me. I don't want any credit. I am a pathetic sinner. I am sold out 100% to the Lord, my God, Yeshua, that came into the system. Emmanuel, Dad came to save his own child. I am a child of the Most High. I'm a son of God. I am a child of God, a son of the Lord God. Not the son, a son. We are all sons of God. The Bible says those who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. Bene'ah. Sons of God. That's it. Can you say we kicked their ass? We just kicked their ass. So they know they're coming. See, so that spirit now is telling you front and center every day, every form of media. I'm going to show you the clothing also. We're going to do the definitive Statue of Liberty because it's all the same. It means the same thing. I'm going to prove it over and over and over. It's always going to be the same now. That's how you know you got the 100% truth, because everything I do points back at the exact truth. Everything I do points to the same exact thing every time. Got him. All glory to God. You guys have an awesome day. Now, perfect love casts out all fear. What's there to be afraid of? We know they're coming. We know who the boss is. We know. If Jesus wasn't the boss, there's no way I could know all this. Think about it. How could I know these things? How could I show you the depth of knowledge? How could I show you the depth of this knowledge? Unless a supernatural spirit took over the host body and is showing it to you through me. Well, who is that supernatural spirit? Oh, the Spirit of all truth. Here's what the Bible says. When the Spirit of all truth comes, he will guide you into all truth. His teaching is true and contains no lie. Wow, that's crazy. The night I got saved, the Lord told me, read the tags and the clothes you're saying, carrying. It said 100% nylon. And the Lord said, turn it upside down. And I read 100% no line. Oh, like his teaching is true and contains no lie. 100% no lie. No lying. A group hug. We got him! Jesus is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and his was a big game of hide and seek throughout the whole world. Ali, Ali, income free. You may all come in free without a penalty. Just accept Jesus as your payment. Okay? He paid the price for you. He loves you. He loves you eternally. He loves you without question. It doesn't matter where you've been, how bad you've done, whatever. If you blaspheme the Holy Spirit, I'm sorry, you're out of the running. So, anyone that blasphemes the Holy Spirit, it is the only and unforgivable sin. Your sin will not be forgiven in this world nor the next. So don't do that. So, and let me help you with blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. Jesus healed a guy that had, that was demon possessed, and he would throw himself in the fire, and Jesus cast out the demon, and the Jews said he casts out demons by Beelzebub. And then Jesus told him, well, if I cast them out by the Spirit of God, then you blaspheme the Holy Spirit, because the power that cast that demon out was the Holy Spirit. So if I'm showing you supernatural data that's from the Spirit of the living God and you say I'm a false prophet, then you blasphemed the Spirit that revealed all the data. You spoke evil against the supernatural spiritual gift. And that's what blasphemy is, speaking evil. So all you false prophet hunters, get your fireproof suits, because they're not going to work. That's right. Anyway, there's an old saying, it goes like this. Sometimes it's better to say nothing at all and let the whole world think you're a fool, rather than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Sometimes it's better just to shut up. You know what I mean? Anyway, especially in something where your soul's on the line. I mean, come on. All right, guys. Well, listen, I love you guys. Don't be afraid of them. They're coming. They're telling you every way. The Democrats have lost their minds. We gotta arrest Barr because he's gonna find out what we did. They're so desperate. And what happens when you get an 800-pound tiger cornered in the room and everybody's circling around him? You think he's gonna go quietly? No, it's gonna be claws and teeth and fur. That's it. That's what's coming, man. All hell's about to break loose. And we can be at peace, because we're not going to fight that battle. The one that's going to fight for us is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Wasn't this cool? Do you understand what y'all got to see here today? Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it? I love you guys. Y'all are my joy. Did y'all know that? I just want to tell you this. Y'all are my joy, because to get to share this and to get to give this to you and to see you guys get it and guys see the lights go on and the hearts go on and and see you get converted from death to life and go, oh my God, I can see now. Yes, that makes all my suffering worth it. And let me tell you something, I had to suffer. I suffered. I did. I did a lot of suffering to get here for you. All right, guys, God bless you. I love you guys. God bless.